New extreme challenge in GTA 5. Today we will test which car can drive through huge pits. And each time they get bigger and bigger, up to the largest pit in the world. Watch until the end and give it a like. Hello guys, as always, it's your favorite penguin Chikoki. Welcome to a new experiment in the exciting world of GTA 5, where we will test which car can drive through a variety of dangerous and thrilling pits. And most importantly, today we have prepared an incredibly amazing and unique, super unusual and fast collection of cars in this game. Starting from incredibly powerful tractors and unique bikes with 8 wheels, to supercars with jet turbo boosters and huge, massive monster trucks. So, watch the video until the end, give it a like, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss new cool videos. And of course, write in the comments what you think about which of these cars will reach the finish line today. Something tells me it will be this jet rocket. And, of course, the Batmobile. And naturally, the most enormous Lamborghini monster truck. I absolutely and undoubtedly suggest we indeed start with the very slowest and especially safest tractor. Indeed, it's a tractor! It's really a tractor! Seriously? Who put a tractor in this experiment? Is this some kind of joke, a prank, some sort of mockery? Alright, fine. Okay. This is the first Ikochi pit, and it's the size of my tractor. So we speed up and perfectly overcome it. Phew, that was dangerous. This is the second pit, and it's twice as big, even more, 3 times. This will certainly be dangerous, but it's worth trying. 1, 2, 3, maximum acceleration, and... Whoa! Did we really do it? Okay, honestly, I didn't expect that. The third pit, look, it's already 10 times bigger. Wow. Our pits are at least doubling in size each time. This is just incredible. Okay, the fourth one. Whoa! It's 15 times bigger. I can't even imagine what the very last one will be like. Well, stop. This is the 5th one, I think. The 5th one, and... Wow, look at that. It's approximately 20 times longer and incredibly bigger, and more massive in size and scale than my tractor. Well, let's really hope that we can actually hopefully reach a speed of 150 kilometers per hour. Yes, perfect. Listen, this is really working out. This is just the first car, and we're already passing 5 pits. And moreover, we can accelerate to 230 kilometers per hour. But, whoa! What? Why is it so huge? Ouch! Just falling into this gigantic pit, and unfortunately 6. I couldn't, unfortunately, successfully complete the level, although it's indeed a truly impressive result with 5 pits with such a challenging course. Let's move on. Wow, will you look at what's ahead of us? It's quite something, isn't it? Really, it's quite a sight, certainly. If previously we tested a tractor, this is a real 4-wheeled bike from the future, and we can just lift the wheels and fly over perfectly. Here's the most interesting part, really. Look. As I'm driving, and then I lift the wheel, and it all flies over perfectly. It's really cool. Alright, the most important thing is we pick up some speed, take off, and we don't even need a ramp. I think with this bike, we can easily fly over the biggest pit. If you think so too, make sure to give a like. Come on! Glide! Glide. Wow. No, just a little bit short. Seriously. That's sad. 2 cars and 2 cars only fly over just 5 pits with us. And, by the way, the bike just started to... smoke. It's on fire! That's already bad midday. Alright, call the firefighters. I think I'll run. Sorry. I miscalculated a little. Okay. We are moving on. And... Whoa! It's a Merc GT63. What wheels? This is just incredible. It must be very fast. It's very fast? It's very fast. Whoa. Wait, seriously? We just jumped over 2 holes in 1 leap. Is that even possible? Really? Well, okay. That's really cool. We're accelerating to the max. The car really looks very cool. 320 kilometers per hour, maximum. We can accelerate, and for the first time, we fly over the 5th hole. Alright, I suggest we go for maximum acceleration right away. Come on. Merc, we can reach 360 kilometers per hour. Seriously? We're flying. We're flying, look! Okay. Oops. Well, we slightly dented our Merc, but... Seriously? Is just 360 kilometers per hour enough to fly over all the holes? Well, I definitely didn't expect that. Alright, let's not stop here and move on. Next up, we have a car from the future. It really looks very unusual, and it even glows. It seems like it has turbo boosters, but I seem to press everything, and nothing happens. However, I found a super ability. It can, jump. This car can seriously jump. Look! 1, 2, 3, jump, and we just take off. Not to space, of course, we won't fly to the moon in this car, even though it looks quite space-like. But still, very nice. We can just eat, drive, jump. Whoa, ho, ho! Oh no! Alright. Let's speed up. Oops. And here it gets really interesting, because this car flies over the 6th pit quite well. But will it handle the 7th? 340 kilometers per hour, just like the previous one. But something tells me it doesn't quite make it. Seriously? That Merc was quite light after all. And this car apparently is very heavy. We're just falling into the abyss. Just look at how absolutely incredibly massive and gigantic this pit is. And even though I drove a little bit further, the main thing is that unfortunately, this car doesn't reach the finish line. But we indeed move on. And it seems like these cars should be able to. Unfortunately, it definitely looks like these cars should be very fast. Look. Oh, 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 oh. It's a police Bugatti. What? Hoo hoo hoo. Guys, I think I know which car will make it to the finish line today. It's very fast. It's one of the fastest cars I've ever seen. Very fast, very fast. It's a Bugatti, which makes sense. So I suggest we take the maximum acceleration. Come on, let's go, Bugatti. 400, 500, almost 600 kilometers per hour. Are you serious? Look at this hole. This little hole. It's not a hole. It's really a tiny hole. I would fly over 2 of those, really. Perfect. Look, we are landing perfectly. And it turns out this is already the 2nd car to reach the finish today. So like if you completed this Bugatti, well, let's move on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this Hot Wheels car. But before we test it, I suggest we start. From this jet point, it's a plane, some kind of helicopter. Alright? The most important thing is that this car, besides having such a streamlined body, has turbo acceleration and a jump. And yeah, it would be nice to learn how to use the jump. So we have acceleration, and besides acceleration, there's also a jump. That is, we don't even need to use these ramps. We can do it really smartly. Look, the perfect tactic. We accelerate together. Oh, 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 oh. Turbulence started. Carefully take your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Look, I'll show you. Oh, 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 oh. A really fast car. Look, I'll show you the tactic. We just take off from the spot right now without even using a ramp. We take off, accelerate, use the jump, and activate the boost. And in doing so, we simply fly to the next level. Cool? Just awesome, I would say. If only it wouldn't skid because of its speed. Okay, maximum acceleration. Now let's use the jump too. Woohoo! Perfect. Then we activate the boost to reach the finish line, but perfectly. There it is. That's what I was talking about. By the way, we land perfectly straight after all. The car is really heavy, but nevertheless, it also makes it to the finish. True, we're missing one door and the headlight isn't working, but the most important thing is that the car is at the finish line and nothing else matters to us. We leave it here and move on. Stop. Who stole the Mercedes? Who took the Mercedes? Confess in the comments who liked the Mercedes and took it from here. It was right here. Alright. Let's move on to the next car. Someone took the Mercedes. It's certainly very sad, but we have a car from Hot Wheels. It looks really cool. Honestly, this car is a 10 out of 10. But something tells me that although it looks very cool, it won't be fast enough to fly through the biggest hole. I suggest we don't delay and test right away how well we can handle this. Although, maybe I take my words back. The car accelerates very quickly, up to 250 km per hour. So 1, 2, 3, whoa! We fly through the 6th one just perfectly. We keep flying. There's only one level left, 300 kilometers per hour, reaching 320. I would say that's its maximum, but something tells me it won't make it, although the car is very light. Darn, really, just another 50 kilometers per hour, and we would have been there already. At the finish. But unfortunately, not today. Darn. Well, it's time for superheroes. Confess in the comments who loves Batman. Whose favorite superhero is Batman? Because honestly, really, I like Spider-Man and Iron Man a lot. They're just really cool. And Captain America is also pretty cool. So write in the comments who your favorite superhero is, because today we're testing Batman's car. Seriously, at the second bump, we already have a problem. Apparently, due to the very low suspension. Alright, attempt number 2. No. Oh, like that. How to get through this? Yeah, I don't understand. Okay, I'm stuck. I get it. I get how to get through this. Batman has another superpower. For now, we won't activate our acceleration, but we'll activate the jump and pass perfectly. But I really didn't expect that we would have problems at the second pit. It's certainly very unfortunate. Well, alright, we dealt with those problems, and now we move on. There are only 2 levels left, and honestly, it's very fast. I really didn't expect it to be this quick. We activate the acceleration, land perfectly, and look. I'm 100% sure that this car will reach the finish line. It's Batman's at 600 kilometers per hour. Even without turbo. The acceleration is serious. Now this I understand is a superhero car. And now we activate the acceleration and fly straight to the finish. Just perfect. Bam, bam. Excuse me. Move over. Now this is my spot. Ha. Okay, we'll leave it here, Akile, and let's go for the next one. Whoa. Is this a Mercedes collection? Is that what we have today? We already had one Mercedes at the finish. And by the way, I think it was exactly the same. Yes, it's the same one. G63, E63. Well, in short, exactly the same. Just identical. The same screens. Only, if the other one had big wheels, the regular kind, this one has a bigger suspension. It really has a very cool suspension. And it's insanely fast. Cheat level fast, I would say. It's really a cheat car. Just like they make them. Perfect. Just perfect. Hellish acceleration. Go for it. And 400 kilometers per hour, seriously? Honestly, in real life, if you accelerate like that, well, first of all, no one should ever accelerate like that. It's very dangerous. But 440 kilometers per hour, can you imagine? Oh, that's insane. Seriously, 440. The previous Mercedes flew by at 340, and even 440 wasn't enough for this one. Apparently, it's very heavy because of the suspension. Damn, that's unfortunate. Well, okay, maybe, well, this G-Wagon might be able to handle it overall. It looks like it. Very cool. Although how cool, it's just a regular G-Wagon. A regular G-Wagon, the coolest G-Wagon there is, I suggest. If we tested all the previous cars at maximum speed, let's test this one. Okay, just slightly not exceeding 100 kilometers per hour. We drive at 100 kilometers per hour, and it's fine. At 100 kilometers per hour. Inside, it drives perfectly. I suggest increasing the speed. Let's go not to 200, let's do 180 kilometers. At least now it seems, yes, we need to increase to 200 because this bump is very large. Although, overall, I think we could have flown over it at 180. Now I suggest taking the maximum acceleration if with the previous cars we were stopping. And with this one, I suggest rolling back a little and taking... Oh my god! Maximum acceleration? Achieve 650. Seriously? We're just flying into space. How is this even possible? Look, the pit seems small. I figured out why this G-Wagon is painted blue. It's the sky. See? It really matches. That was a reference. And I think we're slightly overshooting the finish. Well, just a little bit. I think it's more of a plus than a minus. And by the way, this is already the 5th car that has managed today's challenge. And it also blends with the water almost imperceptibly. Wow. And what is this brilliant invention of humanity? Especially this one on the right. What kind of monster is this? Alright, I suggest we test this car. It looks pretty cool. By the way, it even has turbo acceleration. So, I think we can actually... We'll get there. Calmly today. Finish line. but it seems there was no turbo acceleration. There really isn't. This is some kind of joke. Wait, what? Is it double-sided? Seriously? Look, this car has two sides, identical both top and bottom, but unfortunately, it can only go over one, bump. Seriously? Where are you going? Wait, hey, What? Quiet, don't hit me. It speeds up every time. Can you imagine? Well, okay, maybe in about 50 years it will come out on its own. This is a video machine with artificial intelligence. It keeps accelerating and accelerating faster and faster. And the engine isn't even running. Apparently it started itself. What is this even happening? Ow. The last thing I need is for it to outrun me over. Alright, enough. No need. No need. No, I was joking. It even listens to my videos. Look, it's really speeding up. This is, of course, very cool, but we should probably move on to the next machine. Crazy. Okay. What is this? Who came up with this? How? It seems to be jumping. It is jumping, yes. Guys, we will now be moving by jumping real jumps. Whoa. Perfect. Wow, caught with the back legs. This is some kind of monster? Unclear who came up with it. It looks very strange. There are eyes, teeth, someone's visible. But it really looks like a real monster. Let's see how good such monsters are. Something tells me that before the finish line, he won't make it. It's just too unclear of a vehicle. Well, alright, who knows? Who knows? It's like some creature escaped from a laboratory. Although the previous car seemed like a lab creature because it drives itself. You could just send it to the finish line on autopilot, and that's it. I think it would make it. Alright, let's accelerate to 350 km a day. Keep jumping, definitely. And, let's check. Come on. Seriously? I think it's going to make it. Come on. Very close. Come on. We're almost there. Look, grab on, climb. Why do you need pause? Climb. Alright. This creature just suddenly and unexpectedly fell. Oh, that's sad. Alright, let's go for the very last legendary Lambo. Couple dads. Guys, I'm happy to present to you the absolutely largest, incredibly impressive Lambo in the world. This one, you should definitely make it to the finish. Look at the Ananta! KTK, TK. Perfect. You don't even feel it. 2, yes, no problem at all. I can even stop here at 3. Yes, you can go without a ramp. It's super easy, quietly. Well, almost easy. I overdid it a little bit. Okay, alright. I suggest accelerating just like this. Oops! And climb quietly, just not into the pit. Oh, for crying out loud. Ugh, how do you control it? This is just insane. Alright, attempt number 3. Climb up. Oops. Come on, that's it. Brake carefully. Phew, we did it. Excellent. The most important thing is to drive straight on this Lambo, because it's absolutely enormous, extremely powerful, but at the same time, it's incredibly hard to control. Look, 200 kilometers per hour, we're flying through with ease. Stop. Wait! A bit of a wrong parking. Wow. Well, alright, this will do too. Oh. Easy. What's with the freestyle starting? Stop, please. Alright, land! Yeah, what are you doing? Okay, freestyle, enough. This isn't a dance battle. What are you doing? Oh, thank you. That's much better. I think we don't even need maximum acceleration. We can accelerate to the maximum right now and fly perfectly. Through the biggest pit in GTA, it was 650 kilometers per hour. Bye-bye. Perfect. I told you, we even fly past the finish line. It was just perfect. But most importantly, if you liked this video, make sure to give it a like. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss many cool videos. And don't forget the bell to be the first to watch my videos. And write in the comments which cars can be tested in the next episode. And with you was Koksik Loyad, your favorite little penguin. See you, again. Bye-bye.